Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark from SAW Gaming, and I'm pretty excited today, and you should be too, because on April 26th, Activision Sledgehammer Games unveiled the very first trailer for Call of Duty World War II, as well as confirming pre-order details for the game ahead of November 3rd release date on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So, I was very skeptical before seeing it, and I was there on the day. I just got out from school, and I probably should have skipped because the day was senior skip day too, so I was like really excited to see it. But the second I saw that, all my ideas and speculation just went straight through the window, because they brought people who actually fought and watched war footage, and actual people who are historians of World War II. They got their information and made it into a game. Holy shit. How accurate is that? When you think of Call of Duty, it's not authenticity is what you hear. That's not what you hear from Call of Duty. You hear bullshit, copy and paste, stuff like that. Ragers, fucking immature gaming, you know, quick scopers, 360 no scope, bull crap like that. Well, today that's all changing, because now Sledgehammer Games and Activision has stepped their foot down and said, we're going to change this stuff because we're losing too much money, and we should have listened to you all along, consumer base. And I've been saying that, but they don't listen to shit. They're just knuckleheads, and they won't change unless their money does. So, Call of Duty World War II is the next entry in the blockbuster shooter franchise developed by Sledgehammer Games. This is the latest installment. Will take players in a variety of historical battle locations set across the Second World War. The solo campaign will follow the 1st U.S. Infantry Division as they fight their way across Europe during the height of the bloody conflict. Now, I'm reading this from trustedreviews.com. Please go down and check them out. They're one of the viable news sources, unless you're talking about tech, then it's bullshit, because they don't know anything about tech, but they know shit about news, and they listen to the people who write it. So, I was skeptical because Sledgehammer Games are the first people to integrate boost jumping in Advanced Warfare. That is my least favorite COD. I wish it never existed aside from Ghosts. Ghosts is my second least favorite COD. The only difference, I bought Ghosts more than once because of the switch on the PS4 and Xbox One to 360 and PS3 from those two. That was it. That was the only reason why, and a COD hadn't come out 3 years later. So, missions will span from D-Day beach landings to the Battle of the Bulge. Playing primarily as the inexperienced Private Daniels, there will be a mission that puts you in the shoes of a woman fighting on the France resistance. Oh boy, I know who this woman's going to be. Anyone who's a historian or watches news on World War II would probably know who that woman is. Very good leader. The solo campaign will contain plenty of their characters too. It is clear Sledgehammer wants to tell a detailed, accurate story regarding the infamous historical event. Now, as we all know, this is going to be on PS4 first, and then Xbox One whenever DLC launches. However, the game will launch at the same time worldwide, so that's good. Now, I saw some gameplay footage at the release. They showed very little, and it wasn't even on the full screen. It was like the full screen showing a guy on the monitor playing the Battle of Normandy, one of the most infamous battles ever. It was basically a turkey shoot. The only reason why we won that is because we basically had more men than they did bullets. And it definitely did take a lot of inspiration from the opening scene in Saving Private Ryan. I saw a lot of that in there, and I was pretty excited to see that in a video game. Now, of course, other games have shown detailed depictions as Battlefield 1942 did, and so did, geez, I'm going way back, so did Medal of Honor Pacific Assault, I believe. I still have it on my PC. I don't have it downloaded, but it's in my library. But those are the few games that really did it right. Now, this game, with high HD, with HD, good graphics, and a great sound engine, holy shit, that's going to be amazing. I want to experience that again. This terrible, shitty experience of going to war and dying for bullshit that you didn't sign up for, but you were drafted in anyway. That is what this is all about. They even named their graphical engine after it. It's called Dark and Beautiful, where the developer said, we know war was crap back then. They said, this is a very shitty time to live. Man, you don't want to be in war. It's dark as hell, but the engine's beautiful. So it complements on all the dark, shady characters and all the dark, shady events, and it's going to make it that much more immersive for a war that was so damn terrible. Now, I'm going to move on. Call of Duty World War II tells a story of heroism on a global scale. Through the unbreakable brotherhood and common men fighting to preserve freedom in the world on the brink of tyranny, players enlist in a gritty, intense campaign through harrowing battlegrounds of war. Facing overwhelming odds and hostile terrain across Europe in a gripping experience that honors the history of World War II, explains Activision. So that's what they said about that. They also got the Transformers actor Josh Duhamel. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Duhamel. It's fucking hard. Never had to listen to his name, but I know who he is. Transformers actor Josh, whatever the fuck your last name is set to star in the game. So Call of Duty has its yearly dose of star power sorted. A multiplayer reveal is to come at E3 2017, which is when they'll also hear news on upcoming betas and stuff like that. And I'm also happy to realize that they put Nazi zombies in there. That's about time. I want to see Nazi zombies again, and I haven't in such a long time. The last time I saw it was the Moon DLC, and that was amazing. A Nazi Zombies co-op campaign mode has been teased. Although we currently know little about it, it will contain an original story separate from the trials of Private Daniels, and the Third Reich tries to, in vain, to create an unstoppable army in the closing hours of World War II. As expected, it all goes terribly wrong. Charentel recently uncovered a few teasers that point to the Battle of Dunkirk as a potential location to the new mode. This is amazing. Let's see. They have made some pretty big changes on the World War II multiplayer as well. Well, while the big reveal isn't coming until E3 in June, we do have a few tiny details regarding the online multiplayer. Players will partake in brutal boots-on-the-ground combat across some iconic World War II locales. One big new feature is headquarters. And I have a suspicion that it's going to be just like if you play King of the Kill, H1Z1 King of the Kill, they have all these people group up before they go into the lobby. So it's a pre-lobby, but you're still playing and you get to mingle with friends and other people you don't know, and you're just screwing around until the game starts. It's pretty fun for a while, and then it gets old. That's all I can say about that. They have an all-new tool allowing for more creative modes of multiplayer interaction for your PS4, Xbox One, and PC buddies. From what we've seen, it's a lot like Destiny's Tower or Hub area in Blizzard's World of Warcraft, if you've ever played that. But then again, I have another analogy just for what it is, the King of the Kill. Either way, it's nothing Call of Duty has done before. Say, for example, you just prestige for the first time. Headquarters is a perfect place to boast and celebrate, especially with a few new friends along for the ride. Yeah, but no one gives a shit when you prestige. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. No one gives a fuck. However, next up, the divisions. This changes the way you engage your multiplayer career. Players can choose a variety of different ones, including infantry and armored divisions. These will presumably come out on their own individual perks depending on your rank. Finally, we have War Mode, a multiplayer experience that aims to immerse a player in iconic World War II battles. Allied and Axis players and powers will clash in team-based skirmishes where gaming objectives is key to victory. It sounds much like Battlefield 1's operation modes. Uh-oh, they listened. Oh, shit. They listened to us. They're okay, when Battlefield 1 first came out, we played operations like, damn, that's like a real fucking war. Why don't they have this in every other video game? God, they listened to even that. Holy crap. Where a contextual story is inspired by real events that drive for each battle. If true, you can expect these to be longer than your usual team deathmatch. Oh god, shit. Well, if you're gonna play Call of Duty or a World War II game, for just a team deathmatch version or anything like that, boots on the ground, I'd actually recommend Days of Infamy if you have a PC. It's just like Insurgency, which is the gameplay that you guys are looking at right now, but they're developed by the same people, and I believe it just came out this year actually too. It's a really nice game. I wish I had it. I'm probably going to get it, and you're going to see some gameplay of that, but you know, World War II games are great nonetheless. You don't even need to have a best World War II game. You just need to have a collection. So, I'm sorry for being a little late to this. I know, this is not the 26th, it's the 29th. I'm 3 days late, but I had a lot of things to do, and I was pretty busy. As promised, I came out with a video talking about World War II, and I'm excited. Thank you for watching. Please comment, share, and subscribe to this video, and watch some of our old content. You're gonna love it. I hope you are excited for World War II, just like I am. Now, excuse me, I gotta buy myself a helmet.